off all of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash.
double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Just hop in the spirit, whatever y'all want to go into.
There's a lot of things going on, around the four corners of the world right now. I believe Joe Biden, just sent some tanks over there, to the Ukraine, to back up the Ukraine.
Oh yeah, it's getting hot.
America is running out of money. They're pushing up the sea here. A lot of things are happening. As our beloved elder apostle Tahar coined this year, 2023, Lord willing, all the prophecies come to pass.
Hey, matter of fact, somebody get her back at the second chapter.
This is the book of Habakkuk 2:1. Yeah. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set up me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
So who's standing upon the watch right now, man? Did not the Lord say he set up watchmen? So what do you do when you stand on the tower? You watch. You look for the prophecies. You see afar off, like the scriptures say. All right, you got a bird's eye view so you can see any and everything coming. And what are we seeing happening? Go ahead.
It says, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2, it says, in the Lord, Yahweh shall answer me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Right, it said, make it plain upon the tables, which are these scriptures, that he may run that readeth it. Now, everybody is not going to understand the scriptures. The scriptures is only for the elect. So they are the ones that's going to run with it. Go ahead.
It says, verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
What's the visions? The prophecies. So those are the things that's coming right off the scriptures, if you will. Coming right off the pages to life. That's what we're seeing transpire, man. And like the brother said, how Elder Apostle Tahar coined it, man. Hopefully this is the year where everything started popping off. The last couple of titles for the past couple of years have been on point. Everything has been turning up.
I got a scripture for that. This is Ezekiel, the 12th chapter. The point's in 23, but let me read up a little bit. Let me see. Ezekiel 12:21. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Now that's our people. The prophets come out, they say a word, and what they say, ain't gonna happen.
Get the second Peter's. All things continue like they.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Since the father slept. It says, verse 23. Tell them therefore, thus saith Yahweh God, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision.
Ooh. Right.
And that's right now. We're starting to see the effect of every vision. Right. We're seeing the prophecies, all right, coming to pass. One of the top prophecies we're waiting upon is the radio frequency identification device.
Yep.
The marky mark, like Southside calls it. The Mark Wahlberg.
Right.
I got something real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 9:1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure out the time diligently in itself. How do we measure the time? By the way of the prophecies. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. It says, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which we're seeing right now. And different countries that you can look at right now, some type of major protest or something of that nature.
Right. And then you got the psyops that just happened, which I'm leery about. These 5 black cops killing. Man, there's something behind that, man. I ain't never, niggas kill niggas every day, but just, not like right in front of the camera. They just.
That's just to vilify Jake and shit.
Right.
To vilify us, so they slowly working up to.
That's why you see the police at every corner.
Yeah, they slowly working up to vilify us, the prophets and shit. So everybody, cause they see that face, everybody get pissed off at us. Yeah, that's the black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Malcolm put up where's Blue Lives Matter?
Right.
right.
So shout out to that.
And then on top of that, now Company Hype,
Right there.
Company Hype's a lot of people. Company Hype came in a video where this nutcase, he's supposed to be the truth, but he had unalive Martin Luther King mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
they said that she got assassinated too.
Yeah.
I watched that.
He was, you know what? He wasn't in the truth because he didn't get rid of the old man. He was doing drugs.
He said it was a black Hebrew Israelite that killed him.
Yeah, but he was doing drugs, and plus he had a mental problem. And he wasn't. But they doing that, man, to vilify what? The prophet.
Yep.
This is Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahweh answered and said unto you, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach.
Right, the anointed. Now, yeah, you had some people that actually said, oh, I'm Yahweh Shai. Hey, that nigga Comfy said he was the comforter. All right? But not only that, it's deeper than that. People just literally saying they got the truth. All right? They're anointed with the truth. You got many people, especially in the alphabet camps, all right, that's claiming to have the truth and they don't have it.
What does it say? Especially many of the circumcision.
Yep, especially them on the circumcision.
Yep. It says, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yep, and we're seeing all that transpire right before our eyes, man.
Yeah.
And they can't put it all together at all.
Nope.
It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. The love of many shall wax cold, and many false prophets shall rise and deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved.
And that's the elect, man. All right, go ahead.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then
that didn't happen back then in Paul's world, in Paul's time, or the disciples' time, or the apostles' time. That's happening now, man, via the internet. All right, all across the world, people know about the Hebrew Israelites. Matter of fact, in the Philippines, you got a whole camp that pray to Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. Now, whether they're doctors all the way there or not, we don't know, but we know that name and the truth of this Bible is being preached, man. All right? Hey, even all through Africa, man. Go ahead.
Yep. And then shall the end come.
Yep. And what's that? Romans 13 and 11, our salvation is nearer than we ever believed. All right? Because the end is near. Go ahead, bro.
I got something. 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this verse, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earths which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with Yahweh as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. Yahweh is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Right. Like the days in Genesis. They say on the first day, the second day, it talks about those different periods of 1,000 years. All right, so the day and the time is different with the Most High. All right, and everything operates on His time. The prophecies pop off on His time. The final war is brewing up on His time. That's why things couldn't pop off in the year 2000. You know, you guys still using that scoff. It wasn't time yet. All the prophecies hadn't been fulfilled yet.
Got a little more. All right, verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, and in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right.
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Yeah, that technology had to be pushed all over the earth too. All right, Esau and Russia, they had to go all over and do these alliances and spread this nuclear technology so that they could, you know, set the stage for that exactly.
This verse 10, 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
There you go. And what could cause all of this to melt with fervent heat?
The arrows.
Exactly. Nuclear technology. Matter of fact, look at that word for hasting. All right, because a lot of people know, okay, I'm an Israelite, okay, you know that, okay, you know to put the fringes on, even though you got a shirt with fringes on, okay, but now what? You're supposed to be hasting for that day.
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to
A lot of these Israelites, they love to be American Israelites. You know, they want this place to continue. You know, can I get one right quick?
We got a lot of scriptures that deal with the arrows of the Lord. You got Psalm 77. You got Ezra, 2nd Ezra. All right, you got a lot of scriptures dealing with that. Let me get this haste. Definition hasty. In my here. Let's see. Quick, prompt, skilled, ready. See, hence prompt in business. So basically moving forward to or diligently seeking something. Okay? So it's being diligent, being ready. That's hasty.
Yep.
Scriptures also talk about having your house in order. You know, because what, that day is coming fast.
All right, your first house is your body, which is a bayaf, right? And then your actual natural household, right? And then obviously the house of the Lord, because when it goes into a bishop and a deacon, it talks about them ruling their houses, man. Because how you gonna rule the house of the Most High? You can't even rule your own house, man. Right?
Yeah, this 2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Because Ezra was hasting in the time too. Then it talked to the angel. Verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end be of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And right now we're spiritually holding Esau's heel, man. He's in straights, man.
Yep. And we're taking down his society spiritually. Hey, what's that 2nd Thessalonians? With the word of the Lord. Yeah. All right? Somebody get that on the back burner. Go ahead.
This is the point. For Esau, so-called white man, is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right.
So this is going to be the kingdom on earth, like in the Lord's Prayer. On earth as it is in heaven, man. These people can't see past that, past America, man.
Right. And Esau is ruling the world. It's given into his hand. So Esau Edom is not a so-called black man. Now you may have some dark-skinned Edomites around here, yeah, sure, because that's according to prophecy. But Esau as a nation, all right, especially their elites, are ruling the world, man. All right? So whoever's in the power seat obviously has to be Edom. All right? Which means that's the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. Go ahead.
Second Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
All right? Hey, what goes all the way back to Cain. What did the Lord say to him? A sin lieth at thy feet, and basically you were going to be ruler over it. So that son of perdition, that son of destruction, is Esau Edom, because that's the same spirit. Go ahead.
The son of the woman would be against the seed of the serpent.
Yep. Genesis the 3rd chapter.
Yep. It says, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right, because that was the enmity. All right, going all the way back to Genesis the 3rd chapter, going all the way to Genesis, what's that? 25th chapter, when they were struggling in the womb.
Yeah, that's what
So it's that same spirit. Go ahead.
Yep. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High.
Right, go look up God or the finger of God. You're going to have all these pictures of a so-called white God or so-called white Messiah. That's not how the Bible describes the Most High and His Son. All right? Go ahead.
All the children's churches books,
Right.
God is white. And all
Damn
that.
angels butt ass naked,
Yeah,
little
like
weeds
said.
covering their nuts and shit. That's off, man.
Or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Right.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time.
Right, and he's revealed. And the Lord said he's going to destroy him by what? The sword of his mouth. So how's Esau being taken down right now as we speak? Through the Holy Scriptures. All right? That he's being revealed. Just like how Babylon has her skirt up and all her secrets are being shown. Hey, who sits on top of Babylon? Esau, Edom.
That's right.
All right? They're synonymous. Edom and Babylon is synonymous with each other.
And that's why they want to cancel that CRT. They could have erased it.
Hey, the
Being revealed.
Hey, the president of the United States has open charges against his own daughter for molestation. That just show you what the time we in. I got a little
Creepy Joe.
Creepy Joe. And now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth.
So who's the mystery of iniquity back then?
All black people.
The Romans, right? The Romans. Okay? What nationality was the Romans? They were Edom. They was Edomites, man. So that was the mystery of iniquity that was already working back then. But now you have the latter leg of the Roman Empire, which is Babylon and Great, which honestly is this whole system, all right, that they've created.
What's that book the other month? I'm always bring out Rome and Edomites by William Beasley. The
Yup.
Edomites is Rome.
Yeah, then you can track their lineage all the way back to the Romans, man.
Yep. It says, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
Right. So Yahweh has to take this man out of the way, being Yahweh Shai and the angels.
Yep.
All right?
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
So it start with this word, and then it's going to turn physical, man. All right? Because all Esau doctrine and all his theories are being destroyed through the Bible, man. Okay?
Yep. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Right. Which that's all this so-called white man is about, man. It's deceiving, lying and deceiving, and manipulation.
Yep.
All right?
Magic.
Yep.
No more. Yep, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Right, like them niggas, all power to all black people. What's up? first of all, we ain't black. Just because we got the same skin color doesn't mean we're the same nation. But instead of Jake taking time to ask, hey, what y'all doing? What does it mean by the 12 tribe sign? What's Judah? What's this? Instead of inquiring, Jake just be on bullshit.
My people don't consider.
Right.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Yep. And that they might all be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yep. That's what the mass majority of you 2/3 niggas love doing. All right. It says, wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no understanding, man. All right.
Thank you for what you said. The part where the elder said that Edom is synonymous with Babylon, man, and also Egypt, man, which this is a spiritual Egypt, according to Revelation 11 and 8. Joel 3 and 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem shall go generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwells in Zion. All right. So, hey, the Lord, hey, he's going to have mercy on us, man. First with the elect, then eventually all of Israel, man. But the point making is that Esau, Edom, he is in control of Babylon. And America has a lot of code names in the Bible. Spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. All you got to do is turn on your TV and see that. You know, this is Rome point 2. You know, so, hey, it's a lot of Bosra, Mount Seir, wherever Edom dwells, man.
Nineveh, Assyria, you know?
Chaldeans,
Babylon, matter of fact. This is Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation.
Or use Israel. The Lord sent the Edomites against Israel, which is the most hypocritical nation. Not saying Edom's not a hypocrite, but the most hypocritical nation are you Israelites, man. All right, go ahead.
And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Right, so the Lord gave us over into the hand of the heathen. All right, primarily Esau, Edom, because we went off. All right, so a rod is something that it's like a rod of correction. The Lord is using this man to whip us into shape. All right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Baruch 4 and 6. It says, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. Right? Because what we went over, you know what? The law, statutes, commandments. You know, we did what we wanted to do, and what? The Lord got pissed off. That's why if you read the book of Judges, that whole chapter goes into Israel coming out of slavery. You know, by the hands of these different nations. You know? And it says, verse 7, for ye provoked them that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh. Right, that's the whole point. All people serving these other nations' gods. But what? Our people that serve the true and only power, Yahweh Shah. That's why we're in the predicament that we're in right now. You know, that's why Israel, always be asking all these questions. Why are we down here? Why we still at the bottom? You know, because what? You transgress the laws of Yahweh Shah.
Back that brother up earlier, he just talked about the wicked being the hand of the Lord. This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Yahweh, and disappoint him. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. See? From men, which are thy hand. See? So Esau, Edom is the wicked, and he is the sword. The Lord uses man, right, to put judgment on man. Now, I got another one right here. Let me grab that real quick. This is Job 19 and 29, talking about the sword. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is judgment. So the Lord uses Esau, Edom to judge us, okay? That's what you got to understand.
Your brother read it. I was mistaken.
This is Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families in the earth.
Right.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And that's the point. Punish us for our iniquities. Because we was given the covenant. Right? We signed the contract. A blood oath, if you will. And we defaulted on it. So now we're paying the payment.
That's right.
All right?
I got Ezekiel 21 and 8. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, say, thus said the Lord, a sword, is sharpened and also further. Just like that little, we don't know if that's a psyops with them, with those jakes that beat up that one guy, and whether or not it was judgment, man. All right. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter.
Right.
It is furbished that it may glitter.
That's right.
Should we then make mirth in contempt rod of my son as every tree?
Hey, it was through the will of the Lord that Esau was even given the technology he was given with the guns, with all that shit, man. He got the gunpowder from China. He got this from that. Right? Yeah, yep, Gatling the gun, all of that stuff, man. All of those different names that are on the gun. Smith and Wesson and all them different names. All right, Rugen, you know, all of those names are names of those creators of different technology.
Which goes back to Genesis 27, which he got his blessing.
Right.
You know, now there are no so-called black people who own any gun manufacturers. Right? That tells you that that's his blessing.
That's right.
And also, Revelation the 6th chapter, what's that? Revelation 6 and 4, that great sword.
Red horse.
Let me finish this up right quick. This is back in Ezekiel 21 and 11. And he hath given to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give it unto the hand of the slayer. So, hey man, Esau, they say he's cunning, man. All right, so hey, not only with his sword, hey, his pen is a sword too. It's legislation, okay. But ultimately, like they say, he that live by the sword may die by the sword, man, and he's gonna die by his own nuclear missiles.
That's a good point. That the sword represents an instrument of destruction. The sword represents an instrument of destruction. All right, everything that Esau takes, he weaponizes, man. He can weaponize food, he weaponizes water, he weaponizes the damn weather and all this other shit. All right, he weaponizes the things that you see and that you hear through his media. All right, like the brother says, it's a psyop. Everything with him is a psychological operation. It's a witchcraft tool. It's some bullshit.
See how messed up he is?
Yeah.
You always find the opposite of death in
Always,
everything.
everything.
Death in drinking
Every-
water.
everything.
Death in eating food. Death in breathing air.
Hey, he'll weaponize your emotions, your own emotions. He'll weaponize that against you, man. You know.
It talks about him accomplishing a diligent search, you know, because hey, he's wise than Daniel. That's the reason why he's using all his devices to accomplish his enterprise. He's been playing this for over centuries, man. He's gonna lose, but the Lord gave him a period of time to get your shit together, and we're gonna get this fight together for the end. I'm gonna let you do all this. I'm gonna let you try to disprove what I got going on. I'm gonna give you all the fatness of the earth to see what you can do with it, and maybe then you might almost, possibly, never stand a chance against me.
That's what I'm saying, when he's almost about to fill his belly, man. Yep. You know, and this end gonna come, man, because look at this. All these stores closing down, man. All these stores closing down is like what we say, is wisdom gone from wisdom. Letting you know, hey, what it says, second comes only he that let it to be taken out of the way. You know, so hey, you didn't conjure up your own what they call it, manifest destiny on your own as if you conjured it. Hey man, it was given to you, man.
This is the book of Daniel 8. I'm going to start at 24. This is the book of Daniel 8 and 24. It says, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. Right. How about you now has given the so-called white man everything? His weapons, you know, his kingdom, America. How about you now? Has the edges that wall. It says, verse 25, and through his policy also he shall cause crafty prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. It says that by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Right, ultimately, as it says right here, and by peace shall he destroy many. How does he do that? You know, as the brother 22, you know, with the pen, you know, he be making these different legislations, you know, these different laws to go to pass to destroy other people. You know, you can read Micah 2 to me, you know, somebody can just get that real quick. I don't want to butcher it.
Real quick, what he called for, this Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 13. For neither is there any power but thou that carest for all, to whom thou mightest show that thy judgment is not unright. Neither shall king or tyrant be able to set his face against thee for any whom thou hast punished. For so much then as thou art righteous thyself, thou orderest all things righteously, thinking it not agreeable with thy power to condemn him that hath not deserved to be punished.
Exactly. So that's the prophecies out here on the highways and the byways, proclaiming the ways of Yahweh Shai. That's what the Lord's about to come and defend. So at the end of the day, we're gonna get the last laugh, man, because the Lord is gonna come and defend us. He's gonna come show his power. We've been talking about it forever. We're gonna say that this man's about to go down, and the Lord's about to come prove that work to be true, man. Go ahead.
Yep, for thy power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power.
So when it's looking bleak, when it's looking like, and it says, Yahweh Shai said, when I come, shall I find faith upon the earth. When men are starting to lose their faith, when shit's getting rocky, when it looks like it's nothing but death in the streets, the men of the Lord are still gonna keep on believing, and that's when the Lord's gonna show up. When we gonna say, hey man, we're gonna hit that three holy children. Hey man, we're not afraid to answer thee in this matter, man. We're gonna serve the Lord unto death, and that's when the Lord's gonna come deliver us, man.
That's right. Thou showest thy strength in effect.
That's right.
But thou mastering thy power, judgest with equity, and orderest us with great favor, for thou mayest use power when thou wilt. But by such works hast thou taught thy people that the just man should be merciful, and has made thy children to be of a good hope, that thou givest repentance for sins.
That's why we do these things that we do. That's why we try to keep this to the best of our ability, because the Lord is going to come and defend him that diligently searches out every sin under heaven. We out here trying to do the works of Yahweh Shai, man, the works of an evangelist, man. All right? Clothing the naked, man. All right? Taking care of the fathers in the widow, man. Making strong the feeble hands and faint knees.
Evangelists mean one to bring good news.
That's right.
Because this good news, we're gonna be get salvation from this brutal captivity. That's right. Put that man in the chain.
Now one more. For if thou didst punish the enemies of thy children, and the condemned to death with such deliberation, giving them time and place whereby they might be delivered from their malice. Yep. With how great circumspection did thou judge thine own sons, unto whose fathers hast thou sworn and made covenants of good promises. There you go. Therefore, whereas thou dost chasten us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy.
Yep. That's the reason why we went through this, man. And that was a promise as well. You know, it was a promise that if they keep this, they're going to be blessed. This is promises unto the fathers, you know, unto our forefathers. And if they go off, hey, I'm going to judge them, I'm going to chasten them, man. But not for long. You know, the end of our chastening is almost at its end, just like what Micah had said, man. I will endure the chastening of the Lord, man. That's right. Until his light shines upon me. And that light is about to shine. It says that the way of the just, it shines more and more into that perfect day. Meaning our faith is getting built up to where we're actually about to be delivered from this, man. Get delivered out of the chains of darkness. Get delivered away from the snare of the fowler, man.
Wherefore, whereas men have lived dissolutely and unrighteously, thou hast tormented them with their own abominations. There you go.
And that's actually a hope, man. We want those that deny this word and that scorn the prophets and that have killed even Yahweh Shai, who was our Lord and Savior, and killed all the prophets to suffer the same things that they tried to put on men, man. It says that he that casts a stone, man, they gonna fall upon his own head. So we're waiting that the vengeance, his own fate, man.
This Malachi 7 and 9, which the elder just talked about. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. So it's just a short time. We got to go through what we got to go through. All right, but we're going to see the dawn. Okay?
I got one real quick.
And he will hopscotch.
There's vocabulary like that game. You know why? Because I'm coordinated.
I got one. I got it. Wisdom
Oh,
of Solomon,
yeah.
chapter 5, verse 1.
Oh,
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled. When they see what? The truth, man. They see us out here on the highways and byways prophesying, man. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, saying within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, those bums with the dresses on, with the Bible yelling at the sky, right? A proverb of reproach, we fools accounting his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his life is among the
Right,
saints?
for right now, I looked on TikTok yesterday. They said that we Hebrew Israelites this is an embarrassment to the African American community. But you're not embarrassed to be called two fucking continents, and you're not embarrassed to call that black. And your skin is actually brown. You're not embarrassed. You're not embarrassed by the so-called white man Esau to wear a mask on your face and get the vascular in your veins and your mom and daddy, everybody died and stuff. You got bad heart problems and stuff like that because of the vascular. You ain't embarrassed about that. You ain't embarrassed about you can't go to the bank and get a business loan.
Or embarrassed about you have a base man, a beast man,
Base man
over
over you, man, who basically stupid. All right, and Esau, he's the base on man. Only reason he's on top because we messed up, man. All right, that's in Deuteronomy 28. I mean, 15, then after 16, all the way down to 68, man. And then Isaiah 59 and 1. All right, why the Most High come against us, man? All right, you ain't embarrassed in that. All right, so you faultless, man. You got to pay, man. Like Scripture said, at a word.
We embarrassed. We believe a lie all this time.
Right.
That's what we're embarrassed about.
Right.
And we also embarrassed about every time they mention so-called black people, they got to link them with the alphabet people, man.
Right.
Like as it, but that's what it says. We're gonna be a proverb, man.
Right. You ain't embarrassed your women out here showing their ass, twerking and stuff. Yep. You ain't embarrassed your son switching and twerking and stuff, wearing some tight ass pants and stuff. Yeah. Look at Dustin Hill. You ain't embarrassed your son breaking and poo-poo. All right, showing their ass crack and taking men butts in prison and stuff like that. You ain't embarrassed your son gang banging and killing their own people, man.
Hey, our people make ghetto life and penitentiary life.
They glorify that shit, man. Because that's what Esau push out these rap videos, man. Right? But these the same damn people that see they hypocrites. You ain't embarrassed celebrating holidays that your ancestors never knew about. Christmas, Christmas. Oh, you go shopping on Black Friday. Black Friday by putting your ass on the slave holiday.
Yeah.
You ain't embarrassed about that? You ain't embarrassed about Thanksgiving? About slaughtering your people and your veteran or the Gadites? It's basically starting you. All right, so I mean, come on, man. Jacob's full of shit, man.
Esau pissed off that we found out that we are the children of the Lord.
Right.
That's what the problem is. And he's pissed off because we know that his end is near, right around the corner. All right. And the scripture says that those who afflicted us are going to be afflicted.
It's the same thing with his millions, the 2/3.
They're going into captivity.
Right? Because the 2/3 know the 2/3 know they bullshit parade is over, man. All right? It's something to tell them, like, they try to desperately hold on to Esau, but guess what? Esau gonna have to let that hoe go from that door, man. And we gonna put him in slave chains. All right, nothing you can do about it. You gonna burn Prince over here in America, then you gonna get right. It's gonna be a nutsack Israelite. You gonna come back, and you gonna feel shame in the kingdom, like you said, Daniel chapter 12. All right, and that's it. You gonna be good, man. You gonna be good. And the same so-called white man, you hold his steam and try to hold his kingdom, you gonna have him slave, and you gonna love kicking his ass in chains. All right, go ahead.
Yep. It's Jeremiah 31 and 22. It said, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And like the elder mentioned, embarrassment, man. Niggas should be embarrassed that a damn woman has more power than you.
Right.
A woman can go in the courtroom and lie and say any fucking thing and get your ass hauled
She'll
away.
get a lie. If the judge don't like your ass, she'll get a lie. The judge can just, hey, you know what, I'm gonna hit your ass for child support. Like the brother, he paying child support, he pay all his child support up. The judge got mad, man, he'll pay more child support, man. He put him in jail and let the child support debt to get high, and now he got paid for this shit, man, out of jail.
A woman could take a baby and literally drop it off at a safe haven and walk away from it,
Right.
and then they'll throw a man in prison if
Right.
he's behind on his child support payments.
Right, so don't come this bullshit, talking this patriarchal bullshit like that. Esau, he don't give a shit about patriarch. Esau just cared, he fucked things up. And while things fucked up, he stayed in charge.
All right, because child support is unconstitutional, man. You know, but it's just another way to create debt slaves. Because shit, truthfully, Esau don't want you to really pay back. He really just wants to take everything that you have and then put you in a system to where you just continually working for him and he ain't got to pay you shit.
You ain't embarrassed? You ain't embarrassed to work hard all week? And you get all that money to take out your check?
Man.
You ain't embarrassed about that?
When you work all your life, I mean, the scriptures do say labor to not be rich, but in this life, you'll never be rich.
Right.
Because they tax the poor more than they tax the rich. But aside from that, in this society, it's set up for you to only make a certain amount so that you skip it. So you basically are going to always be working paycheck to paycheck. And you're never going to own shit.
Right.
Even when you own shit.
Right. You ain't embarrassed that that house you paid for, you'll be 8 years old, the house will be moldy, pipes busted, everything, wood bowled all through the house and shit.
Just when somebody just come knock that motherfucker down because you already got to pay property taxes since you don't really own the land, they can do what the fuck they want to.
They ain't never gonna own it.
You ain't embarrassed that you got to pay, you got to get a loan, which they don't give you money. They got to show you the money and shit. It's a scam. Right. You ain't embarrassed, you got to pay that back. You got to pay those damn taxes. You don't supposed to pay taxes. All right. You ain't embarrassed about that. You ain't embarrassed about that car payment. That's not really your car. They can come get that motherfucking car anytime they want to. You ain't embarrassed that the so-called black woman over you. All right. Oh, you ain't embarrassed that your son or daughter come on anytime and say, hey, I'm this business. All right.
All together, you ain't embarrassed that the devil's ruling over you, and that's the reason why all this shit happens. Because it says, what does it say? It's a shameful thing that the man has served a man more righteous than himself, more worthy than himself. Right. We're serving a freaking guy that believes that it's more than one. Yeah, it's the basis of all men. This man believes in more than one gender, man. This man believes that you can eat raw meat. He believes that the woman should be over the man. Right? Look at this guy, man.
That's embarrassing. That's the real embarrassing. He believes God.
He believes he is God.
We teach it.
Out of all
on the internet. I got a scripture on that. This is Sirach 30 and 3. It says, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice in him. That's why Esau mad. Esau mad because the men of the Lord coming out here on the highways and byways and preaching his truth and teaching, right? That's what's grieving him. That's what it is.
Birthright. You know, that birthright.
It's the book of Revelations 11 and 18. It says, the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged. And thou shouldest give a reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And the brothers were going over a few examples how the so-called white man is destroying the earth. You know, they put the woman over the men. You know, they destroyed it. You know, the flowers, the environment.
Hey, you ain't embarrassed. You got to pay for some fucking water. That's a person, man. Hey, you paying for electricity.
You got the biggest supply of energy
Right.
in the sky, but you got to
pay for it. You paying for gas, that's to be free.
And that's about to be limited.
Yeah.
Because of the carbon footprint.
You ain't embarrassed, you gotta go to the grocery store, get it for your enemies and call you the N-word behind your back, watching your stuff. Everything. Alright?
You gotta pay to stay.
Yeah, you gotta pay to stay on land. Hey man, you like you said, Hosea 4:6, all people destroy due to the lack of knowledge because they have rejected. Alright? How to reject them.
This is Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Right.
Ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
Living check to check and shit every week because you ain't got to bring home the shit, man. Cause they took all your child support, they took all your money out your check. Alright? Or they just tax the shit out your ass. And you just barely making this shit, but you ain't embarrassed about that. You niggas stupid, man. Low self-esteem, man. Oh, they have to say that. Oh, because we know there is like you got low self-esteem. Oh, you got low self-esteem. Right? No, you in a cult. You worship you worship Mother's Day, the Queen of Heaven. You worship I forgot the god name for Valentine's you worship all those pagan holidays. Yeah, New Year's and shit. Hey, that's embarrassing to think that the New Year's starting, everything's dead. The New Year's starting, everything's new. Spring. Why spring? Everything green springs up, it's new again. What happens springtime? The plants come up, everything renewed. Alright, you got the baby rabbits, you got the baby this, the baby animals, all this stuff. Everything starts a new cycle, man.
When you count it out from March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 7, October is 8, 9, 9.
Right.
November, Dec, December. See that? See, the white man changed times and seasons.
Right. You ain't embarrassed on Halloween. You dress up like a big ass kid and shit. Big ass kid. Being a Rugrat cartoon and shit like nigga, your big ass, damn near 7 years old, you got a costume and all that shit on.
Hey, well, the thing is, you got a lot of nigga women, you know, Southern Kings and Northern Kings, type of Northern Kings things. They dress up like they've been fucking all year nowadays. Like fucking war dogs. They actually go in the store and they dress like little girl dolls.
Yeah.
But the little thing is all hyped up. Little fucking dress.
Remember a long time ago when we first started, it was in 2009, we did Chicken Republic and all the bitches had the Hawaiian skirts on. They did. You was driving past. That was a long time ago, man. Alright? That's fucking embarrassing. Your daughter dressed like a whore. Alright? Man, I'm about to say something. Slip my mind and shit. What else they be doing?
And he that earneth wages.
Hold on. Oh, you ain't embarrassed to have had this so-called white man name as your last name.
Yeah.
But we didn't embarrass you. You ain't embarrassed that HBCU give you this bullshit. You see what Deion Sanders do exposed to HBCU?
Yeah.
Yeah, you taking a bail for the goddamn pool, man. You get all that goddamn money cost, you taking a bail for the pool, and they got you so bullshit track, they ain't even really a track and field and shit.
A lot of those HBCUs are named after Edomite women too.
Right. You ain't embarrassed about that?
Yeah.
Esau suck your money, give you a inferior education. Oh, United States was 26th in the world to be education place. They try to up it up, but you still stupid, man. You still doing stupid shit, man.
Yep. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes.
Right.
There you go.
I got one. This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44. You are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in truth.
You is like your I'm sorry. You is like your daddy Esau, man. You a fucking murderer, man. You want to murder us right now?
Yes.
Because we tell you the truth. Hey man, the truth hurts. I ain't no Israelite. I'm African American. They got a new one called I'm Soul Love. Soul.
Oh.
Yeah, you might as well say you're a fucking soul man.
That's why the scriptures say, does that make me your enemy? Because I tell you the truth.
Right.
Because there is no truth in him, and Jake love lying, man. They live for it. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it.
And you a liar just like your daddy Esau, man. You lie on us sometimes.
A lot of times.
You mad like us, my brother. Yeah. You took out Esau. Hey man, what's that movie? Carbon Copy with Denzel Washington. That's the first Carbon Copy. He was a son of the Amalek.
Yeah.
Hey, that's your ass, man. 2/3. That's you. You a carbon copy of your Amalek, man. You just like your Paul.
All right.
It's the book of Jeremiah 2:14. It says, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?"
Why is he spoken? You violated the law, statutes, and commandments. where was God at? Where was Jesus at doing slavery? He was right there putting his foot up your ass, man, because you fucked up. It said right there in the scripture, no man survive it. You don't read, man. Right. Hey, it said in Revelation 1:3, bless the man that reads. Don't you know reading is fundamental? Hey man, you know what? What's that program hooked on phonics? Hey, you illiterate, man. Guess what? The men of prophets, we that phonics program so you can get this truth. And the 2/3, the elect, they can read, they literate down and say spiritually literate now, but y'all, we can't help y'all, man. Ain't no help y'all, man.
Apostle Taha say, A,
Right.
B, C.
Right. Hey, the rest, everybody else got it. We got to say to you, when we bring the scripture out, this like you say A, B, C, D, and you like this, F, G, H, I. That's what 2/3 is, man, because you can't get this song.
The Lord had put them on them a strong delusion that they may believe a lie.
Right. You know, like a part of the soul be playing, the soul don't be playing no more, the motherfucker still be dancing and shit. That's what 2/3.
I got one right quick. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah, yesterday, yeah. That's why them curses overtake you, man. I looked on TikTok yesterday, this dude harassing Jake. I looked on this site. He kissed another man alive. Something he followed the laws of he that Judas and shit. He bugged out Jake for the Maserati community and shit. All right. I looked on the profile. He kissing a man and now he gonna tell me he loans the man the ears like it's okay. I said, where's yeah. He said, what? Loans the man the girls are like, it's okay. You're not dating her. Yeah, there we go. But he gonna try to come at the sister. Yeah, he gonna try to come at the sister. Yeah, he gonna try to come at the sister because she's reading out the King James Bible and all this stuff. And she was just cutting every video. She just cutting his ass, man. And I said, I'm like, come on, man. Hey, where's the dowry shit? Hey, question to you people who like to follow your own heart and stuff. Say Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. All right, you people that stuck in Amalek, Judaism. Where's the scripture when it says that you gotta pay a man dowry for popping the man's sons in the ass and shit? Where that's at? Cause it ain't in there, man. All right. That's how people they want to follow the so-called white man. All right.
This is Deuteronomy 23:17. There should be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
Right, man. All right, no sodomite and no sluts, man. That's right. That's right, man. All right.
I got one. Romans 1:26. I'll start at 25. Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever among. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections.
Yep. Gomorrah philosophy. All right, the diabetic plan. All right, because they got too much sugar.
Yeah.
I bet you get it.
Yeah, God, I
All
got
right.
you.
Yeah, we got talking code words.
Revelation 11 and 8,
Right.
spiritual Sodom.
Right, they ate some more Skittles here. All right.
Yeah. For this cause Yahweh gave them up into vile affection.
Hey, that's what we want. That's how it gave up to them, man.
Right.
Hey, just like those priests lied in the Book of King, they won't lie so much. Most times, okay, we send a lying angel spirit on them. That's what you desire Esau's bullshit, man. That's what most I gave you. You ain't gonna wake up. You ain't gonna wake up. So why do you keep coming on my sites or making videos and then telling me you believe it? You don't believe it?
Well, you know what it is, too.
Right.
We got the truth. So just
Right.
like the moth is attracted to the light.
Right.
Hey, but when it get closer, burn your motherfucking ass.
Burn your
You know
ass.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So they can't help but to, that's why they need our
Right.
energy too.
Yeah, one foot of video. You make a video, he's sitting down the ground with a laptop, he's shaking.
Yeah.
Talking watch Hebrew Israelites say that AA are Israelites and stuff. I told him, I said, hell, I'll just give you some herbs and some spring water to flush out those bugs out your system. Just make you shake wildly.
Parasite.
Right. Or call the paramedics, see what the hell wrong with him. You know?
Yeah.
And by the way, he's a Skittle lover too.
Yeah, man.
All right, I looked on his site. Yeah, he's a diabetic.
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Yes, the silver and stuff. This shit, and actually, the silver stuff destroys your clear. All right. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 3:9. It says, the shoe of their countenance does witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not, one to their soul, for they have rewarded evil.
Yeah, they bold with that, man. Hey, the same guy I was talking about yesterday, he had Dennis Rodman. He praised Dennis Rodman before he dressed up back in the day.
Hey, well, the wicked walk on every side when the godless men are exalted.
That's why they're against us, because we the light and they the dark.
Because hey, you got Ian Power, he celebrates this. He's even getting guys like the Pope to revise the 10 Commandments,
Right.
you know, and then saying that you
Can you please get Deuteronomy 4:1?
that you could be exactly. This is the knowledge, man.
Yeah.
But hey, he's saying that you could be a Moses. Hey, this word is eternal, man. The scripture, you can't revise what the Lord didn't revise. He never said that this thing was meant to be broken, man.
He said, don't make the go with this book, man.
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 4:1. Now therefore hearken, O Israel, unto the statutes and to the judgments which I teach you, for to do them, that ye may live, and go in and possess the land which the Lord your power of your fathers giveth you. You shall not add unto the word which I command.
You hear that, Pope? You should not add or take away from the word which the Most High commands. Hey, get that penalty, I believe, in Revelation
22.
Yes, Revelation 22, man.
Neither shall ye diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of the Lord your power which I command you.
And also get that Matthew chapter 5, verse 17.
This is Revelation 22 and 18. It said, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
Plagues that's written in this book. And one of them is unalive, too. Another one, you bugged the hell out. Because that guy at Ancient Watchman, he bugged the hell out. Y'all see that guy at Ancient Watchman lately? Yeah, he bugged out, man. He told me he had a dream, a prophetic dream, and both sides showing big fruits, and they was the one that ain't. Yeah, he worshipped the waters, all that shit. You know what? That's what the fuck you get, man. But you teaching that bullshit doctrine that the so-called Negroes are the Canaanites, but in fact they from the tribe of Judah, man. That's like, hey, man, praise you. How about Shel Shai? He plagued your ass, man. And your boy Vega, y'all separated, man. Vega, they bugged out other Ephraimites. He only had nothing to do with your ass. And your views low, man. Right? So you finished, man.
But right? 19, if any man shall take away from the books of the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city.
You gonna burn your ass up on this side, man. You gonna burn up on this side. Alright? And I'm gonna say your name, man. You know what? Motherfucker. Junior Hunter, gonorrhea. Alright? People at IUIC talking about the Marcus ate the implant.
Yeah.
Alright? Oh, it's sin and this and that. stuff like that. I think they kind of changed up later. They started bending and
Dancing
stuff,
and tap dancing.
dancing
around
and
that.
tap dancing, man.
course.
You know what? Your ass gonna be dancing, tap dancing in no concentration camp, but Esau be hammering your toes and shit. All right, you be in pain doing all this shit, and you gonna be sexually assaulting you and shit, man. All right, amen. Both sides, a god of terror, man. All right,
And out of the and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book.
right. So hey, whoever don't teach, take away the word from the book, you gonna burn up on the side, man. All right, all you people, man, everybody, man, everybody come get the truth, man. You get that, hey, get that Sarah Country.
Yeah.
Get that scripture.
Zechariah.
Yeah, Zechariah, man.
I got that one you called for.
This is Matthew 5:17. Think not that I come to destroy the law
Right.
or the prophets.
Right.
I come not to destroy, but to fulfill.
Right, your house shall fulfill the prophecy of these scriptures, man. He ain't come to change the law. The law ain't done away with. The brother just read it in Revelation 22:18 that whoever teach opposite of these books, plans will come upon them, man. So they prove that the law ain't done away with. And judgment day prove that the law ain't done away with. All right, what's the purpose of judgment day? Done away with, man. Right, you people you fucking stupid, man. It's just like the brother say, man. You Christians, you don't know prophecy, man. You don't know the scriptures, man. All right, you two dirt niggas that come against us, say we not the Israelites. You don't know the scriptures, man. All right,
Verse 18.
they curse you.
For
Right.
verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. So yeah, everything out this book, man, from Genesis to Revelation, man, all of it. Hey, the Lord said the words is that come out of his mouth is not going to be void.
Right.
Paraphrase.
Hey, what the prayers, the Lord's prayer said? As it
On earth as it
Thy
is in
kingdom-
heaven.
as it
on earth as it is in heaven.
All right,
Shamael.
as it in heaven shall be on earth, and show that the law ain't done away with, man.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, it's a prophecy that the law in Jeremiah 31, verse 31 on down, and Hebrews 8:8 on down, the law to be written of inward.
Yeah, right.
Why is he doing it? If the law is done away with, why is he writing the laws in our body? All right, you just stupid, man. I hate when so-called black people come on my damn page, man. They've been doing this shit yesterday and this morning, come on my page.
yeah, and they lost, man.
All right, it's so fucking lame, man.
Right.
This is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father.
Especially you the so-called black woman, you Mrs. She-Devil, man.
Man.
You know what? You know what? You the Sheetamite.
Yeah.
She bypassed the Edomite.
Keisha is carrying that. Keisha is carrying.
Yeah, she carrying Sheetamite.
Hey, you think about it from you and a child's most dangerous moment is in the womb of a so-called black woman.
Right, because she drink all that, eating all that pollution and shit.
Abortion.
All
that.
fucking another man while she pregnant.
Yeah,
shit.
kinda.
Yeah. Those semen carry demons, man. That's why she go nuts and shit.
Ye are of your father
Fucking
the
bitch Shirley, man.
You are of your father the devil.
And man, fuck you niggas wanna say bitch Shirley. Man, fuck this Shirley, man. Alright? This Shirley gonna starve till she get on the level. She gonna get eaten up, man. In a suit. Go to the dick
And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
You damn black man, you is a damn murderer, man. You scheme to murder your husband for insurance and all that shit. Setting people up, set Jacob in the hood to get robbed and stuff like that. For some niggas too lazy to work.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the MO.
Right.
They make songs about this shit.
Yeah, do you see that video that dude came out the door, you tried to come to the door and it was a nigga standing on the banister and shit, waiting and shit, peeking out. All that stuff, man.
What does it say? A wicked woman maketh feeble knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like me a dug, yeah.
Bitches run your blood pressure up.
Right, man. Harbing all these damn yeah, you is. You damn Keishas, man. Getting pregnant by Luke and Ray Ray harbing all these damn demons and shit, man. Four different demons and shit.
All the kids at the table.
Thanks, Ray Ray.
Right.
Yep. He was a murderer from the beginning and a bold not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
He shouldn't move. Yeah. The main one to keep us from progressing.
But that's an embarrassment.
That's a real damn embarrassment.
Baby mama, baby daddy culture. That's a fucking culture, man. You know, I got my kids are little, man. And hey, some of their friends be like, dang, your parents live together? Like, that's a new thing.
Yeah.
Man.
It is. Yeah. Yep. And because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. Which
Man, get down my face. I ain't no Israelite. I'm an AA. I'm a Solon. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Mexican. I'm Native American.
Well, all they doing is reinforcing the scriptures, man. The Bible.
You're saying your West African culture. You don't know shit about West Africa, man. Like, cause you look at the West Africa, the Igbo, the Ashanti, the God, all of them, they are ancient Israelite customs. Why they do that? Because they are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Even some of those Bantu tribes, a lot of Bantu, the real Bantus, Israelites, they got Israelite customs. And some of the Bantu language got lost one for Dashi. All right. Yeah, the Ashanti, 7 day Shabbat. They put their woman out. They got on the menstrual cycle. They put them in another house and shit. They believe in the supreme being. They got that 12 o'clock plate, man. Right. Joseph J. Williams reported that Ashanti slaves Jamaica, they say amen in their prayer. Yeah. So how that is? Garfield, Dagger Squad, Garfield, man. How come you don't never talk about the Ashanti culture? You know you talking about that part of the Ashanti culture, Garfield, man. All right, I want you to come to Chicago GMS. I invite you to come 4 years ago, man. No, man, I can't come. We was on 35th, the low end and shit. No, man, I ain't gonna make. You know why? Because you know you got your ass ate up. And we want you to bring out I want you to bring out Habakkuk chapter 3. I'm gonna tear your ass up at Habakkuk chapter 3. So that means that Yahweh is the God of Eden. You don't know shit, man. Alright? You don't let Sarnetta gas your head up too. And you too, Chris Harris. Chris Harris, I think you're a sodomite, man. Alright?
Verse 47. He that is of the Most High heareth the Most High's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of the Most High.
You not Most High ain't chose your ass, man. You ain't dancing to the song. Right. Right. This the house of conscience. You the house of conscience. How come you ain't warning everybody that receive it?
Right.
And the bastards. Right.
Where the prophecies at, man?
Where the prophecies at, man?
I got one.
If you don't believe the word, you believe piece of Jacob, I'm still telling one out. This shit. What's up, country camps calling all this stuff? You a reporter, you should be, hey, what the fuck is this? You supposed to be at the National Guard, hey, what's this shit? Why are those containers over there? Yeah. You supposed to like that, son, man. But you get paid off, because some of you a bunch of male masons. Jabbar, polite. All right?
I got one. This is the book of Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seek for.
Oh, we got 61.
But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So the Lord is only dealing with the elect.
Right.
On this side.
Your house, I said, let the blind lead the blind. All the ditch.
There it is, right here. It's going into it. According as it is written, Yahweh have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears they should not hear unto this day.
Jay told me they woke. Now I'm gonna get on the double dust twins, the twin sisters on Instagram. How the fuck you woke and you wearing a strap, you being a woman over and shit? And they got and then they told me they woke, they got like the pyramid, the all-seeing eye pyramid. I seen if you had all-seeing eye pyramid and shit. And then you kiss on each other, man. It's fucking you in the alphabet club. Yeah. Double dust twins.
Verse 9.
Hey, y'all got another set of nutsack Israelites, man. Y'all get burnt on the side, y'all get it right on the other side. Yeah. I already claimed you, other brother can't claim you shit. But hey, we ain't dealing with you right now. We'll deal when you get extra crispy when you come back. All right.
Gonna be
right, talking about they
we're gonna be on fire one way or the other, right?
and probably on fire now.
And David said, Let their table be made a snare
Yep.
and a trap, and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them.
They go back to Psalms 69 and 69 and 22, and also go back to the book of Judges, chapter 2. When Moses said, "The gods that came to be a thorn to the side," and they wept. That's what called Boking, because there's a place of crying. They wept. They gonna get bugged out in the street. Yep.
Let their eyes be darkened,
Yep.
that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
You got brothers in the truth. You got sincere brothers. You got sincere brother. He's blind and shit. And they got it. And you got even though he was another count, but hey, the Lord gonna bring all the sincere guys out there. You got a sincere brother who blind and he tell people repeat what they said, or he plays it back and get it. He got the truth. He can see it, but you can't see it.
What was that, Romans 11?
This is the book of Isaiah 8 and 20. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Ain't no, lights off you niggas' head, man.
That's why they call themselves black.
Right, black, because you in the dark. Yup. Yeah, you in the dark. You blind, baby. You blind to the facts. Yeah. You can't see what I can't see, baby.
Everybody got a Bible in their hand, but it's only certain few men that can actually break the scriptures down the right way, and that's how elders and apostles are done.
You a Bible dumper. Hey, the whole world's a Bible dumper. Don't you know what Bible means book? You got books to show you how to play a video game. You got books to teach you how to do wicked shit. You got books to teach you how to cook. You got, hey, yo, note, all those notes and cards and stuff. That's a book, all right. So everybody in the whole world, the Bible go back to where Biblios means book. All right, you dumbass people. One guy told me that holy Bible, the word holy Bible, holy means Helios means the sun, so no, don't. Holy means separate.
Niggas want to be deep.
Yeah, you want to get too deep.
That was one of the videos for
So that Romans 1:21, it says that their foolish heart was darkened. All right. This is Ephesians 4:17. It says, "This I say therefore and testify in Yahweh, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanity of their mind, having their understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart, who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness and greediness."
Hey, you blind. You can't see what we can't see. You blind, baby. You blind to the facts. And look at those Starfish sites. They Starfish shit. Click on their sites. They don't got no videos. But they got
They got a playlist.
They got playlists
Of music and rap videos.
Right. Oh yeah, they got their playlist in their PlayStation 3 game from 20 years ago.
And the elder talked about them two girls kissing and all of that. That's lascivious.
That's lascivious.
Lascivious.
Lascivious shit. Yeah.
I got a
You
scripture.
supposed to be sister. You touch sexual ways and shit like
This
that.
is
I seen the video. You bent that girl over with that strap on, man. Nasty chicks, man.
This is
All right, go ahead.
2nd Ezra 12:36. It says, "Thou only hast been meet to know the secret of the highest. Therefore write all these things that thou see in a book and hide them." So Yahweh told Ezra to write. First of all, he was saying, "You're me." You know, meaning like you're fit to know these things.
Right.
All right, because the scripture says not to cast your pearls before swine. As a matter of fact, get that.
Right.
Not to cast your pearls before swine.
Right.
And then somebody get that Revelations 11, where it talks about the two prophets closing up the heavens.
Hey man, we ain't teach you niggas, man. Hey, but when we was doing babes and shit, we like, wait a minute, we learned no truth. Like, hey, we ain't wasting the time with you niggas, man. Go
No,
down the
that's
street,
what this is what he's what you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said is what he's gonna tell Ezra.
Go ahead.
It says verse 38, it says, "And teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts, their mind,
The lamp
thou
on
knowest,
Yep.
may comprehend and keep these secrets."
Yep.
So he said basically, look, you write what I'm telling you and hide it, but you only teach it to the people you know that are gonna get it.
Yep.
You know, because you don't want to cast your pearls before swine. Give somebody this deep old breakdown, they're gonna be like, "Man, I ain't talking about that."
That's
It said in the book of Tobit, Toby's father said, he said, don't feed him. He said, don't feed everybody this shit. That also spiritual means don't get his truth to everybody. All right.
So you had a treasure chest. Would you tell anybody where your treasure chest is?
Right.
You know?
I think that happened in the Maccabees with the.
What did the angel say to Esther? He said, these shall you make known, these shall you, hide away, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's writing all those books. Right.
And the beautiful thing about what the Lord did, He made the Bible available to everybody, man.
Right.
And He made the so-called white man. He made the so-called white man think that it's his book. You know, just so that he could preserve it to the last days, man.
Right.
He thought it was his book and put it everywhere. Because if we really knew what it was, he would have never proclaimed this.
Yeah. Here we are teaching the word and shit, and nigga talking about we got square. No, we don't smoke, man.
That's the spirit, man. That's what we was going into. But yeah, hey, Jake just blinded, man.
Right.
Dark. You know. I'm gonna grab that Matthew 7 and 6 that the elder called for. Give not that which is holy unto dogs.
Be separate. I mean, everybody ain't gonna get it. All right. 2/3 ain't gonna get it. The heathens ain't gonna get it, man. So why we gonna waste time with the heathens when you go to Isaiah chapter 2? It says we gonna teach after everybody who teach at the time of peace, and they gonna come to us, man. You gotta get. It says Isaiah 51. It says basically lift your voice like a trumpet. Basically show your people the transgressions, man. And it say show Israel and the rest of the heathen.
We the mouthpiece of the Lord.
Right.
Yep. 207.
Okay. I got a couple minutes.
Verse 6. Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under your feet and turn again and rend you.
You know, it's another word. What you say? How you said female dog? The B word.
Right.
Bitch.
Right, because
I thought no cuss words in the Bible.
Yeah.
because
Right.
it says not to cast your pearls before swines. No, and I give that was holy to the dogs. Because here it is. That's why the scriptures say well, not the scriptures. I'm just speaking in general. How you just don't go to work and be like, "Oh, you're a Hebrew Israelite."
Yeah,
right.
You just don't go and do that because now, guess what? He gonna be like, "Oh, he said." Matt, go into the boss, Master so and so, and now guess what? Your ass is fired now.
Yeah.
Fringes on the side.
Or you're teaching somebody a bugged out a person. You're trying to teach them the name of the Lord. Man, that ain't the name of the Lord. And then that's them trampling over what's holy.
They
You know?
get you found. Hey man, you're a Muslim. He said Allah Akbar. You ain't saying none of that shit.
But see, the thing is, that's why the scripture said that we're fishers of men. All right, and when you fish, it's you just don't go right and just try to scare all the fish away. You got to be patient. You throw the line out there, be like, "Oh, you believe in the Bible? Oh yeah, I believe in the Bible. Oh well, then you start wheeling the bait and shit. You tell a motherfucker you believe in the Bible. I don't believe in that shit. So you gonna try to convince his ass? You just let him, what is it, after one or two? Right, reject. So after that first one, like,
Hey,
motherfucker don't even
ain't
believe.
spiritual that you catch fish early in the morning? And they go with the scriptures, Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Try to get it while the days are young.
Yeah, that's in Jeremiah where it says, the early bird catches worms. And then, usually people would fish early in the morning because the bait would be out on a rainy day. You go out, the bait's out, and then you go fishing. And then it does say that in Jeremiah that I sent unto you my prophets rising up early.
Yep.
Another thing about that admonition too, I think that's a strong rebuke because it's like when somebody's basically aggravating the spirit. After that, you know this nigga's not. You guys can get into it after that.
Right.
Hey, it's early. It's still early now. It is what we want to do.
And really, that early is ultimately going into getting this truth now while you can before it's too late. Right now, it's early to get this truth because your ass can still walk around, go on internet. But when it's too late, shit, that's when your ass gonna be left out in the dark, not knowing the damn thing.
I got one right quick. This is Sirach chapter 6 and 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding,
That's right.
get thee betimes unto him. And that word betimes means early. And let thy foot wear out the steps of his door. So you supposed to be, man, pen and paper, every rip, man.
Yep.
Writing down scriptures and watching videos,
Hey,
man, reading.
The elders in Dallas, the brothers in Dallas camp, they are elders too. They bug the shit out of Elder Hall. They're probably gonna curse their ass out. I mean, they'll talk curse me. I said, how the Israelite Mexican? You figured it out. That's what he told me. But you got a Bible, man.
Right, and wearing out the doorstep, you know, it can mean going there physically, because you can still bug brothers to go to their crib and shit, or be on their page, whatever channel they got. That's wearing out their doorsteps too. You can go on the page and watch all those breakdowns.
I remember one of my students, he off drugs. He used to be on this stuff. He used to call me like every day. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, a guy like, ding, 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 ding.
And that refreshes your spirit too, man.
Yeah.
That brother, you know,
Yeah,
man.
He good now, man. He ain't on that stuff no more, you know.
Oh man, healing, that's him. That's spiritual powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With this word, man.
The word.
I'm clear, man. I ain't heard him for a while, so.
All right, go ahead. As the elder brothers is going into, you know, you got to seek the Lord while He may be found. Essentially, you know, get this while available. This is the book of Amos 8 and 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord."
Got a scripture?
Right, it's going to be, you know, we're not going to be out here for, you know, too much longer. YouTube is not going to be up for too much longer.
Right.
You know, the internet as a whole is not going to be up for too much longer. Once it shuts down, once this economy shuts down, it's going to shut down. There's no way back.
You ain't coming outside this thing. You're going to stay your black ass right in the doors.
This is what verse 12 will say.
I'm talking to all 12 tribes.
Verse 12 is,
So-called Latino Native Americans too.
verse 12 it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even into the east."
What those crazy ass niggas at? Where they at? Where those niggas at with those dresses on? Where they at?
www.youtube.com.
Let's go, man. Yeah, okay.
It don't work.
Look, when Esau shut down, he gonna scrub us off the internet. He gonna scrub all that. All you gonna see on YouTube, you gonna see somebody buying a hot dog with a sea hip.
A cat playing the piano.
Yeah, cat playing piano and shit.
And I believe it's a scripture that says, "I will have your tongue cleave to the roof of your mouth." Because in that time, the true prophets of the Lord ain't gonna have nothing to say to you.
Yeah, Amos, the 5th chapter. I think it's 5 to 13.
That's about 13 times.
Hey, there's been times where you trying to explain something to somebody and the Lord like please go tell you. You like, damn, I couldn't think of no scriptures to tell us, brother. Then you like, damn, it was the Lord that stopped my mouth. Literally, man.
Oh, that family man used to shit on and stuff. They ain't gonna tell you shit. I know some family members who ain't asked me questions. You call me, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm like, who is you? And hang up on your ass and shit. Yep.
This is the book of Amos 5 and 13. It says, "Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time."
Right, prudent. You know, going into being, you know, knowing how to use wisdom, being able to foresee things in the future and pick what's the best profitable option for you. That's being prudent. Knowing what decisions to make before you make them. So it says in those days, the prudent are going to keep silent. You think in the time of Jacob's trouble, when all hell's breaking loose and shit, we gonna come out here and shit, martial law troops there and shit, Charlotte, whoa, well, ain't gonna be no internet, so we gonna try to prophesy to some UN troops that's gonna freaking stab your ass with a bayonet? No, they're gonna be wise, silent in those days, because this is gonna be some evil times going on. You know?
It's not a warning anymore. You can see the warning. We're saying beware of what's to come. But if it's already here, it's just like when it says, hope that is seen is not hope.
Right.
If a man sins, why not you get hopeful? Now you can see these things here, man. So we're still prophesying before these things come, even though they're still tiptoeing, you know, which is a prelude of faith. But once that's here, like the brother said, what the fuck we gonna be out here when this goddamn tank's down the street and shit?
Right.
Then it's a curfew. It's gonna be initiated.
Hey, if we out here, hey, the Heavenly Father gonna make us invisible, and Esau not gonna see us. And he gonna be beating your ass down while you claiming you see us.
It's like
we gonna be eating on roasted lamb sandwiches.
roasted lamb.
If we out here, we're not gonna be prophesying.
Damn, lamb.
We're not gonna be prophesying anymore once that time comes.
Right, because, hey, during that time, the troops and all that martial art, they're gonna be seeing if your ass got the charagma or not.
Yeah.
Oh, he throw his ass on the
Hey, like, look,
truck.
no guys, they got wine. He's something like, I don't see no wine. Get your ass in that truck. Boop, boop, boop.
Hey, just like
Inside
during the
your
times
head,
of
man.
Noah, when Noah and his sons and their wives went into the ark and they closed it, what was they doing? They was beating on it until the rain had came.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna be that time. You know, it's not gonna be rain that comes. It's gonna be those thermonuclear missiles, but
Fire.
To the rain
fire.
fire.
Yep. And what at that time when I read that Amos 8:11, you know, these same people that was talking the most shit is gonna be looking for the men of the Lord in that day.
Yep.
Hey, that's beautiful that the scripture said that the Lord closed it. They ain't say Noah closed it. The Lord closed it. You know, just like in Isaiah 26 and 20. You know, come up hither, man, to the ignorant nation be passed over. So now we building a spiritual ark, man.
Right.
That's right. Yep.
This is the book of Proverbs 22 and 3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
How do you hide yourself? Come to this truth. All right, keep reading.
Verse 4, it says, by humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. It says, thorns and snares are in the way of the forward. It says, he that doth keep his soul shall be far from them.
Yep. You know you're going to get caught in those snares. The sea hip, martial law, Jacob's trouble. Yep. Oh, the food famine.
Yeah.
The food famine. The food famine, man. And then finally, what? The missiles.
Daniel 12:1 says it's going to be a time like never before.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be hard to get through block to block. Hey, it might get hard to get if you're in an apartment. It's gonna be hard to get from floor 8 to floor 1.
You seen over there in China what they're doing those lockdowns because of the C-19 and shit.
Right.
They had whole drones telling people get your ass back in the crib.
Yep.
They did
Your
that
ass,
in Italy too.
Yep.
your ass couldn't even get up the block. They had a robot dog with a
Yep.
machine gun attached to it, telling your ass
Get back in there.
bring your ass back to the crib in Chinese. I'm hungry.
I can go ass back to the house.
I need food.
I'll bust a cap in your ass.
That's the spirit.
It's John 9 and 4. I must work the work.
You said the spirit of Mobile just walked
Yo,
by.
I know it's what it's the spirit. More like just walk back.
They say example pass.
I bet she kind of green too. Go ahead.
First one, dude.
Oh, okay.
First I was like, damn, y'all racist.
Exactly.
Hey, they call shit about us. They call
Facts.
They call us right. They call us black folks.
They still do that blackface shit over there.
Right. Right. Go ahead.
It's John 9 and 4. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. And that goes into storing up the treasures. And, doing, serving how about Shabbat now while we have a chance. Why the doors of mercy are open. That's storing up the treasure for the evil day to come so that we can withstand and make it out. Second Ezra says, by your faith and work shall you escape the sad perils that's going to come upon this place. It says, the night cometh when no man can work. And that night represents the judgment, man. And the fourth judgment, Jacob's trouble, a day like no other. Things that we're trying to escape by laboring and working now, man, while we have the opportunity.
I got something for you right there, where you left off. This is Isaiah 13 and 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Okay? This is Isaiah 13 talking about Babylon, okay? Which is also America. All right? So up a little bit higher, all right, it's talking about the arrows, okay? Coming to take out this kingdom.
I got one. This is Revelations chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation. And that's going to come through Yahweh Shah when these perils, calamities kick off. It says, and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointing. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, and the accuser of our brethren is Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, the Caucasian race. He's the accuser of our brethren because that goes back to Genesis when Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment, and Jacob, his brother, held hold his heel, which is similar to the Israelites are going to prophesy and take Esau's kingdom down spiritually, man, not physically. Not by physical means. This is spiritual, divine intervention. It says, which accused them before our God day and night. And Esau Edom, he created this system, like the book of Psalms says. Hey, he created this system to try to catch the Israelites up in, and he did a good job with the 2/3, but this same system is going to come back and turn around and be for his downfall, his detriment.
Just to clarify, it's not, when the brother says it's a spiritual takedown, not a physical, meaning that it's not going to be a physical, it's not going to be a carnal thing. Because the thing is that the spirit, this is how the spirit operates. It's spiritually first, and then it operates in the flesh. You know, before the flesh came the spirit, you know. So we're speaking these things in spirit, and then we are going to actually be able to physically take the Lord down. I mean, it's like, we are going to be able to take this man down through the spirit of the Lord. We have to wait on the spirit of the Lord.
Right. And it's Psalm 7 and 15. Psalm 7 and verse 13. He have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity and have conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. That's Esau Edom, his nation. That's Esau Edom heritage. It says he made a pit and digged it, and it's fallen into the ditch which he made. And this whole system, this whole Western mindset and kingdom is a pit. And Esau Edom is going to be a downfall because this place is going to get nuked with thermonuclear missile fire when Yahweh Shai come back. And his scripture says he's not going to meet thee as a man. You know, and that's why y'all here to prophesy and declare that our Lord and Savior is coming with salvation for the righteous elect. Destruction to the wicked.
I got one. This is the book of Job 18 and 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walked up upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heels, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. All right, so yeah, this so-called white man, everything that he's conjuring up for this new world order, man, it's gonna all backfire on him, man. All right, it's like the scripture says in Job also, when he's about to fill his belly, then what's the name? The Lord is gonna pretty much smack his plate of food out of his hand, man. You know, and it's going into the missiles, man. This place is going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles.
That's right.
I got something back there, brother. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. It says, then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. You know, this word, us out here preaching this word. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his honey. The chariots, and ultimately the chariot on top of those thermonuclear missiles. You know? And it says, verse 9, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. It said, that's pretty much the point.
This proves Esau Edom is that wicked, he's been revealed, and his coming is after the workings of Satan. He is the adversary here on earth, man. He has that power.
And that proves his ass is still here today too. Because it says, shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. So, your ass is an Edomite, vocab.
And also, too, all you got to do is ask yourself, how will Satan rule the world? And all you got to do is just look around. Turn on the TV, and you'll see. Everything is contrary to the scripture, which goes into the word Satan, adversary.
Yep.
And I got something on that. The brother went into Psalms, the 7th chapter, and right while he was holding that, I was holding Psalm 77. Perfect. 77 and 15 reads, thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph, Selah. The waters saw thee, O power. The waters saw thee, and they were afraid. What are the waters? The waters is the seas of the nations. It says the depths also were troubled. The clouds poured out water the sky sent out a sound, thine arrows also went abroad. Okay, we keep talking about the arrows of the Lord, these thermonuclear missiles. The voice of thy thunder was in the heaven, the lightnings lightened the world, the earth trembled and shook. So over and over throughout the scriptures in all different places, whether it's what you call the so-called Old Testament, the Apocrypha, as well as the New Testament, all right, you keep talking about this fire that's coming upon the earth, all right, and the warning is going out and it keeps going out, and that's what we're doing.
Hey, and that's because these people think that the Bible is a fairy tale book. They really think that it's talking about an arrow, you can pull back, let it go, and shoot. No, man. It's talking about the ICBMs, man. Coming up out those silos, man. Woe is me, like Edward said, man.
Right, the ones who think it's a fairy tale are the ones who never actually read the book. You know, because if you actually read it, it's a history book. You know, there's relics that back everything up. You know, the Lord Yahweh so cold, which he don't need to have evidence. You know, but there's so much evidence to point. Esau looks for evidence. He found I found Sodom and Gomorrah. I found Noah's Ark. He found all of that shit.
Except what's written in the Word.
You know?
because the Christians, they don't read none of this.
They don't read the Bible.
You know, I had a Christian the other day tell me, why would God do that? Why would God destroy America with thermonuclear missiles? Read, right? Because Christianity don't teach that.
Why not?
No, they teach the prosperity doctrine.
That's right.
And the rapture.
I got something back to up. You know,
Go ahead.
the brothers was talking about the arrows, you know, of Yahweh Shah. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and he shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the end of the world. So can a regular arrow be shot into the end of the world? No. This is talking about those thermonuclear missiles, which is, you know, spread across throughout the whole Bible. You know, you can read about it in Revelation. You can read about it in Malachi. What's that? 4:1. You know, that burn as an oven. You know,
The day of the Lord.
Well, it's like a code name for a missing nuke. It's a broken arrow. You know, when a nuke goes missing, they call it a broken arrow.
So when this family member said, why would the Lord do that? It just proves you don't know him. You don't know him. You go to church every single Sunday, and you don't believe none of the words in the book. You don't believe the pastor in the pulpit, which you shouldn't. But why you going every Sunday?
For the bitches.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bitches and chickens.
Or that
Fried fish.
that family structure.
That fish fry.
That bullshit.
That's
That's
right.
number one reason why they be going, because it's a tradition of family structure to them.
We need a church home.
They got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. If you ain't gonna get the proper knowledge in them temples made with hands, and that's what's written. Wisdom dwelling in the highways and byways, man. The scripture says wisdom cries without. And the chief place in the concourse, man. The book of Proverbs 1, the book of Proverbs 8. Scripture tells you, man, wisdom cries without. And wisdom gonna get in streets.
and also going back to our people, you know, it's a scripture that says, you know, speaking to us smooth things, you know, prophesy deceits. Our people love to be lied to, you know.
Because they like to hear that shit that makes them feel good. We were talking about it earlier today. The guy was talking about that the new covenant for all the nations, because it sounds good. It sounds good that like, oh, God accepts everybody and everybody's it's gonna be fair, and you know, if you're outside of this being an Israelite, that'll be sound good to you. Like, oh yeah. That's that dopamine make you feel good shit.
He talking about if you believe in God, you can be considered a spiritual life. And I told him you're supposed to be an Israelite by blood, you know, to receive the promises.
Hey, and
Right.
the thing about it too, what those people are trying to escape is judgment, because what? You need, once you come to the truth, it's about accountability.
Exactly.
So you mean tell me this motherfucker, the whole 4 generations had slaves and whatnot, had money, and now he can join the covenant with us? We got to be crazy, man.
Shit, he gonna be our possession and shit.
Some kind of way in Christianity. See, if you do a what do you call it, like a poll, and talk to anybody about the Old Testament, there's no doubt everybody will say that the Lord was only dealing with Israel in the Old Testament, correct?
Correct.
But some kind of way, we don't know what happened. Some kind of way in the New Testament, so-called Jesus Christ died for everybody, right? So Yahweh supposedly died for everybody, okay? And so the Gentiles okay, became synonymous with everybody on earth. This is Romans 4:1. This is Paul speaking to the Romans, okay? So when Paul wrote those epistles, he wrote those epistles to scattered Israelites, okay? Romans and the Corinthians and the Galatians and the Ephesians, Philippians, and Thessalonians, they were all Israelites.
If I may right quick, Slakia. That's why you can't just start at Matthew and think you know everything about the Bible. That's why they took the Apocrypha out, man. You can't take out the middle of the movie and come back and think you should know what's going on in the movie, man.
They want to start like the Star Wars episode. What did it start out? It started like an episode 4 or some shit.
Yeah.
But then like
To throw you off, basically.
it's fucking like 20, 30, like 50 some years. Then they want to do episode 1, 2, and 3.
Now this is Paul. This is Paul speaking to the Romans. This is Romans 4:1. What shall we say then that Abraham, our father, as pertaining to the flesh, have found? Okay? This is the same apostle who said, I speak to you Gentiles. I am the apostle to the Gentiles. Okay? Paul was speaking to his brethren. Okay? His people.
Precept. Romans 11.
That's the Edomite.
The book of Romans,
Flip flops on.
chapter 11.
You seen that
verse
shit?
1, concerning Paul and his office to the Gentiles, which was Israelites that was led away, captive, Hellenized, fell away, discontinued, chose the ways of the oppressors, man, especially the 2/3. This is Romans 11:1. I say then, have God cast away his people? That's a question. God forbid. He just answered it for you. The Most High don't change. That's in the book of Malachi. And he ain't dealing with no other nation. That's in the book of Psalms. It says, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Perfect.
God have not cast away his people which ye foreknew. Will ye not what the scripture saith? So if you knew what the scripture says, what he's saying, you understand. The scripture says, blessed is he that readeth, which means understand. You have to be taught. It says, how he maketh intercession to God against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thy altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. Basically going into, the things that they imagine against the prophets and these wicked imaginations and how to try to overthrow the truth, but you really can't at the end of the day, because the Lord is going to always make an intercession. He's going to always make a way, and he's going to always have his men never bow down and fold to this kingdom, man. So as long as that remnant is left and Yahweh Shai, hey, that's through the victory, through Yahweh Shai, man, that remnant is going to be left, so we could make it out of here.
Hey, I got one, Revelation 21:12. Somebody, what he said, a spiritual light or what have you. This is Revelation 21:12. This is describing the kingdom of heaven. And had a great wall and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. No other nations, man. So you other nations can't partake in this new covenant, man. All right.
Get Revelations 2 and 26.
You already know.
The scriptures also say, I am not sent unto the lost sheep, unto the tribes of Israel.
That's right.
The Lord wasn't sent for everybody else.
Here it is.
It's easy.
All right. Revelation 2, I'm going to start at 25. But they that which have already hold fast till I come, and he that overcometh and keep my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
So somebody's gonna have power over other nations. As a matter of fact, get that in. I think it's like in Mike or something where it talks about the nations who don't come to serve, that they're gonna be destroyed. That one too, right? There's that one. So wait a minute. In the kingdom of heaven, there's going to be one group of people ruling over the rest. I'll give you power over the nations. So there's no equality in that. All right. Well, it's going to be equal because we're going to get our payback. So now it's going to make it fair.
That's true. Reparations.
Right. Do two wrongs make it right? You know how they try to use that?
Yeah.
It don't, but it makes it equal though.
Yeah.
Now it's fair. So now it's gonna be fair when we put y'all asses into captivity, because we're gonna be in rulership You expect us to build our own shit up?
And then it's not a wrong, but wrong is actually
I was just thinking
it's fucking somebody over without a cause.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a cause. This is payback.
Righteous indignation.
There's nothing
Hey,
wrong
when you
with
think
that.
about justice, what they always have, those scales, right? To weigh out the matter, man. All right? So, there it is.
This is a wrong. This is a right correcting what's wrong.
That's right.
This place has been turned upside down. How about some outside turning the right side up, man? Correcting things that have been turned out. Scripture says the whole foundation of the earth out of course. The Lord is fixing that, man. This place needs new management.
Jeremiah 30 and what's that? 16. Somebody get that.
For us to learn righteousness, we have to learn wickedness, man. In order to be God, you got to know what wicked is, man.
Right, that's how you're able to judge correctly. Because you went through the shit yourself, so you know how to have mercy along with your judgment.
And we're going to appreciate how about some outside mercy and salvation that much more. We're going to know it's nothing better and sweet than to fear you. How about some outside?
That's right.
This is the book of Jeremiah 30 and 16. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for prey.
So
And
now
the good-
let's just use what happened recently with the captivity here in America. All right, have those people that did that to our people, were they devoured?
Nope.
They still got pictures of them
Yep.
smiling next to Jake hanging on the tree.
They still spending that
So
money
did they
to
get
this
devoured
day.
for that? No, they have not.
They still
Alright.
spending that money to this day.
Right,
They in power because of that.
right. So where's the recompense for that? It's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. Right.
Isaiah 60 and 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
And that's the true meaning of being blessed in salvation, man. When the other knees are literally bowing down to you, man.
That's right.
You know, here it is. You ask these people how they doing, they going. They think they got it made. They think
I'm
they
blessed.
blessed. Because they got a 9 to 5 and a bitch that been ran through. The scriptures call them bitches, so that's what we gonna call them, man. They ain't got no shame. They prideful. They degenerates. But these people think they blessed. They got a car, a used up woman. You know, and they think they blessed, man. That's not blessed.
We're blessed to be in this
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
We're blessed to be
Jake,
in this
yeah.
shit. You're not blessed.
No, Jake be in the church. Yeah, I'm blessed, brother. I'm good. God bless me. I'm covered. And that's madness, man.
We're
You
pretty
not
much
blessed.
putting syrup on shit.
We in captivity, man. It's not blessed. We in captivity. We ain't gonna be blessed until that scripture is fulfilled, man.
Get the they should look up the dust of thy feet. I think it's Isaiah 63
Is it the same? I think it's the same one.
That's not 63. It seems like
or 60 and it should, and then I think it's in it should be in the same chapter where the stranger, the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. 61.
like 61 and 11, 61 and 10.
This is Isaiah 49 and verse 23. It says, and kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
Those are the elites and shit of today, you know, or the ones who just been in power. Go ahead.
Right. It says, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth.
Now that's being blessed,
Yep.
having people bow down to you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Blessed. And lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh.
And that's not talking about the average PM, weak ass Edomite that ain't got shit. You say kiss the boot.
Right.
I wouldn't even feel any glory in that, man.
Yeah.
You want the highest motherfucker that has all the money in society to come to you. And that says something. That's power, man.
Be like this.
Fuck all that. That nigga better get down, bro.
Right. And then the fact of the matter, the peasant kiss your feet, you got to go check in and work tomorrow morning.
I want to, hey, I'm gonna hold
That's
my
that
feet.
ISUPK shit.
I'm gonna hold my feet like this. And he gotta come under my knee and kiss it. So when he does kiss, I'm gonna kick his ass off.
Nah, your ass gotta lick the whole shoe. Lick it.
You gotta come
They
from the
said
front
lick
and
the-
kiss the boot from the front. and then
That
I'm gonna
shit
kick
said
the
lick
fuck
the
out of
dust. Nah, you better lick that dog shit I
That's
stepped
why
on.
Esau Edom is vexed, because we reading the truth of these scriptures that,
Yeah.
that says all these things, these glorious things.
And they know that because the scripture say the brother read it. Terrible fear fell upon them. That's a Revelation in Ezekiel, man. And they just found the over there in Israel, the city of David and them organizations that's responsible for archaeological finds and excavations and discoveries like that. They just basically discovered the pool where Yahushua healed the blind man, you know, which was created by Hezekiah, you know, but nevertheless, they just came across this so-called finding where hey, this the pool where the man healed, where so-called JC healed, and which they think and all that. But this all go back to the scriptures. That's right. This all truth, proving that the scriptures are real, man.
Hey, because it's their kingdom. So in your own kingdom, what are you going to do? You're going to do a diligent search in your own kingdom. So that's why they tell lies. Because in order to tell a lie, you got to know the damn truth.
Got to. Yeah,
Well, see,
in that city, I was gonna say this. In that city, they found the inscription that Hezekiah left, and it was in a Paleo Hebrew. It was in a Paleo Hebrew left in the So they know if they just found this, which this just one amongst many excavations. If they know this and found in the caves, they'll go about Hezekiah, how Shai healed that blind man there, and the Paleo Hebrew is there. That's actual proof right now.
That's that Psalms 85.
That's what our Lord and Savior spoke. That's the Lashon Kodash, which we have. The prayer which we pray to the Lord, his name is in Paleo Hebrew. And that's why when they see us waking up on the highways and byways declaring the truth, they know what it is. It's the average motherfucker don't.
I was at the man.
Yep.
I got Ezekiel 37. Ezekiel 37 and 1, it says, the hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus said Yahweh power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
So how to get Proverbs 21 and 16 right there? Go ahead. Just go stay in there, stay in there. What was you gonna say, Vanya?
No, you got a precept.
Can I back Vanya right quick when you talking about that pool? About the, you know, the, what is it? This is Psalms 85 and 10. Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
That's right. Not only did they find a pool, they found Hezekiah's inscriptions, amongst other things. And guess what? They been knew about this in 2004. They came across it because the pipe busted. Then they had to fix it. Then they came across it and found out, oh shit. And that was in 2004. Now they just opened it up to the so-called public. After 2,000 some years. Since the Yahweh Shai healed and since, you know, see that? That's madness, man. And on top of that, they build on top of these ruins and temples. They build on top of this stuff. It's just all madness and confusion, man. Yep. So all the hide the truth.
I got something real quick. This is backing up what the brother was reading in that Ezekiel 37 in Montezah. This is the book of Revelations 11 and because this is what Esau Edom is afraid of. This is the book of Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations who are angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets. This is the right one.
No, it's in there, Revelation 11.
Stand on their feet.
Yep, and thou shouldest give reward to thy servants the prophets, and to the saints of them that fear thy name. Yeah, I gotta read up. Revelation 11 and 11, it says, after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood up upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them with something. Like good script that they said at Ezekiel 37. You know?
It said what entered into them?
Spirit.
Revelation 11:11. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them.
So get the Proverbs 21 and 16, and somebody get John 6 and 63.
This is the book of Proverbs 21 and 16. And it says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
So if you don't have spiritual understanding of the scriptures, you're spiritually dead. And we see a lot of people right now being those spiritual dead. It's not having the understanding. All right, so during that time period, all right, the 3.5 days, 350 years from 1970,
No,
1969,
1600s to 19.
right? So you subtract the 350 from when this truth started flourishing. All right, that was the time period where we didn't really know. We didn't know who we were because we were our heritage was beaten out of us. But now the word went forth. All right, the spirit.
Yep.
Which we're gonna get that, and now we woke up to who we are. Going into that Ezekiel, we were dry bones, spiritually dead, not knowing who we were. Now we know. Now we're standing back up on our feet, and all these nations are in fear now because they're like, "Fuck!"
Right.
They know.
It's so cold. Like we in it, but you still picturing this. How about you shot script his movie? This is raw. Like
he raw.
hey, this Wisdom of Solomon 7:25. Going into that Ezekiel where it says that breath entered into them. For she is the breath of the power of God. Talking about wisdom.
Yep.
And wisdom bring it to a kingdom, man. Solomon prayed for wisdom. It made him who he is today, King Solomon. It says, in a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her.
Perfect.
So ain't no wicked, ain't no fucking heathen got no part in Yahweh Shema Shai heritage.
Okay, there's a scripture that held a call for. This is John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickened. The flesh profit nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So just like that breath that the Lord breathed into Adam, man, which was that water, man, you know, and that's the real breath. Like you said, in 350 years, where we was naked, man, the Lord just left us out there for them heathens. They had their way with us, man.
Oh yeah.
It said the spirit quickeneth. Now that word quickeneth means to bring alive.
Yep.
You know, because if you don't have the understanding, you're spiritually dead. Now that we have the understanding, we're alive again. And it says, these words that I speak unto you, they are spirit, they are life. That it's this word, having the understanding of it, which puts you in, gets you out of the mindset of being spiritually dead.
I got something for you. Right? I got something for you for that. This is Psalms 119:93. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. Hey.
Ugly. Nah.
See, the precepts mean commandments, man.
Yeah.
You know what the Lord commanded us to do, and that's what we can't forget to do. And the scripture says through the precepts we get understanding, therefore we hate every false way.
That's right.
And that's the importance of prophesying and coming out, because when we prophesy, you hear his word, brother speaking the word, it motivates you, strengthens you, and lets you know, and it quickens you. Like, hey, you in the darkness, you in a dead state, and our shot coming back. We got to get right, and he's supposed to quicken you, make you stronger mentally, spiritually, emotionally, supposed to comfort you, feed you, give you thirst. You know, you thirsty, first you looking for something, yeah, you thirsty as hell, yeah. The truth is going to give you what you're looking for, quenching that thirst.
Hey, just like goes back into the Ezekiel 37, that's why let's say prophesy to the wind, man. Even if you don't have no camera, it's brothers preaching Yahweh Shah without no camera or anything, but it's going into the wind, man.
Somebody gonna get it.
This is going into the wind right now.
In the waves, the signals.
Yeah.
So in Luke the 8th chapter, okay, Yahweh Shah was talking about the parable and the seed, okay, and just like he was talking about the wind being blown. So you got the seed is the word. That's Luke 8:11. It says, now the parable is this: the seed is the word of the Most High. All right, it's the word that quickens. It's the spirit that quickens. All right, and sometimes that word is not gonna always fall on good ground. Okay.
Yeah. That's right. Because you got because when they sowed the seed, some fell on the wayside. Some fell on stony ground. Some fell on good ground.
And the birds ate some.
You know? Right. Satan came and devoured some of them right away as soon as they hear the word.
Some may take root, got scorched.
Yup, the ones who when that's when the persecution came, they got offended and left. Or the ones
choked out by the cares of this world.
They got choked out by the cares of this world, meaning they're too worldly. You know, they wanted to go be a producer, a rap star and shit.
Turn back.
You know?
But if it did land on good ground, it was because of the Father. Because no man can come to Yahushua unless the Father draw.
Right.
All right. So one man water it, but it's the Lord to get an increase.
I got it
That's
here.
right.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. It says, I have planted Apollos watered, but Yahweh gave the increase. It says, so then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watered, but Yahweh that giveth the increase.
So really, you can't really beat yourself when you trying to explain it to somebody. If they can't get it, well, they just can't fucking get it. It's the Lord don't want them to get it. Simple. You know, it's like fucking trying to teach a fucking cat how to be a dog type shit. Like they're not gonna get it. So you just gotta accept it and move on. Just be thankful you got it. You know. So you really can't get too upset when people can't get it because the Lord just didn't give them that increase.
Hey, because
you'll
get a proud demon on you. Keep trying to force him to get it. You know.
Let's bring out our last scriptures.
This is Revelation 22 and 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
Which proves reincarnation, that regeneration, man. Scripture said, they didn't follow me in regeneration. I wish I was going to reward them, man. And that's the precept proving that, giving us the understanding. This is Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. So there's destruction and thermonuclear missiles, forceful judgments, Jacob's trouble. That's for the wicked, man. Scourge is for the man, for the wicked, man. You know, and the Lord know what it ain't gonna be. But hey, for those that believe and trust in the Lord, that's safety. Peace.
We'll close out with that. Grab I think it's Daniel's 12 and like verse 9, where it talks about many some should be made white.
Oh yeah,
and then the wicked.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried. So that means we got to go through that furnace of affliction. You know, we're getting that spiritual fire right now because Yahweh willing, we're being purified to get to be made white. You know, to be pure. And it's just like when you to see if gold is gold. What do? You have to try it. You have to test it. It has to look different testing procedures to make sure that it's gold, and then how pure is this gold?
Yeah.
Washing your clothes and make your clothes wash white. You gotta put it in the washing machine, agitate that shit, throw it in the dryer in the heat, and now it's nice white clothes you got.
Right.
Read the next verse.
It says, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
So the wicked ain't gonna get it. So you just gonna have to leave them alone and let them not get it. You know, but it says the wise shall what? Understand. All right, so that's all that matters is the elect, the 1/3. All right, one of y'all young men close us out.
So with that being said, we hope it was edifying. We'll end up by giving all praise, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Ba'ashem,
Lord, we hope it was edifying. Until next time, wow, above all.